Hi, I'm Andrew Laidlaw and I work for an organisation called GGOP, and we actually try to build gardens for vulnerable communities. But underlying that, and all of the team there understand this, is just how important to our health and well-being is being surrounded by incredibly beautiful green spaces. Actually being wrapped by this greenery is just incredibly healthy for us. We're working on the project at the moment for the VASS community, and these are people that are really disadvantaged and very vulnerable. And we're trying to build them a food forest. And a food forest is a garden made up of many layers: climbers, trees, shrubs, ground covers. It also includes water, but it's a garden which recognises the real richness in life and the biodiversity that these spaces have. And what happens in those spaces is that we all of a sudden become part of nature and part of the whole. We don't have to control it, because what we're doing in these gardens with all that plant material, we're actually making sure that it's not just all about us, but there's plants for the birds, there's plants for the butterflies, there's plants for all those amazing insects that need and support the bigger picture of life. So when we're in those landscapes, we start to understand the intrinsic link between our health and our connection to nature, and also the health and connection to those little critters. What I'm going to show you now is that we're going to look at the VASS garden, and I'm just going to show you how that VASS garden is going to work for their community. So here we are on the site where we're going to create the VASS garden, and this is where Jared actually lives, and Jared's room is just over there and actually opens out onto the space, as a number of other facilities do as well. So what I want to talk a little bit about is how we have a garden here which is really what I call an institutionalised garden. We see concrete, we see gardens that are just cared for because maintenance is really down, costs, they don't spend a lot of money on looking after these gardens. So what a garden like this actually is lacking is love. And what we're really trying to do is bring a garden that is full of love. And when I transfer what love is in a garden sense, it's being carefully designed for the people that are going to use it. It's going to be carefully designed for not only humans, but for the animals and the insects and the creatures. And it's actually going to really detail the planting, so we get this effect of beautiful plants that wrap and enclose us. And there's many layers to that planting, as I touched on when we talked at the Botanic Gardens. And when we look at this space, this is exactly the opposite. It looks unloved and uncared for, and it's full of hard elements that really are very functional, and we have to absolutely look after the function of this garden, but we need to make sure that those other elements of the garden are really what we notice, and that's what we're going to be working on for this VASS design.